Howdy, mates. How are we doing on this stupendous Sunday, September 22nd, 2024? It's also the first day of fall, by the way. Fall equinox. Yes, my second favorite season out of the year. So now we have 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of nighttime. Perfectly equal. Well, for the most part. Welcome to the Black Canyon of the Gunnison. Yes. This is another national park located in the state of Colorado. And it is named after an individual, John Gunnison. He was an explorer at the time, but he was also in this area back in the 1800s. Alright, I should say mid-1800s, he was scoping out a route for the Pacific Coast Railroad. And he happened to stumble upon this particular landmark. And what makes Black Canyon of the Gunnison unique among itself is the cliff faces. They're very steep, and they actually form one of the deepest known canyons in this country in terms of height. There's even spots of it that are taller and deeper than the Grand Canyon in Arizona. But this is a fine example of downcutting that has happened. And typically when a river downcuts into a valley, it forms a bit more of a V shape. And the thing is, getting down here is fairly difficult. I mean, maybe from here I perhaps could, but it's alright. It's not very well advised. But most of the bedrock that is found here is metamorphic rocks, such as that of schist, for example. A bit different than the other word, rest assured. It's a bit crystalline in structure, and it also resembles that of looking at flakes, like off of mica, for example. But then the predominant bedrock found here is what is known as gneiss. Gneiss. Another metamorphic rock. But the parent rock was granite. And so once granite gets compressed with heat and pressure, it turns into gneiss. We're actually standing on top of an example. Oh, there's my walking stick. But then, one last little feature. If you look very carefully, you'll notice that there are stripes in the bedrock. Or, here we go. There's a better example over here. That is known as pegmatite, which is another, well, it's an igneous rock. And basically, it forms what is called an intrusion among the rock face. So given some of the dark nature of the rock that has some darker minerals within it, that's actually how Black Canyon of the Gunnison gets its name. Just because, depending on the time of the day, you really cannot see that well into the canyon itself. So that's how this place is a bit more unique. And typically, when it comes to this particular bedrock, it's a bit deeper in Earth's stratigraphy. So at some point, according to the geologic timescale, uplift had occurred, therefore exposing these types of rocks. If you were to go to, say, Grand Canyon, for example, you would basically find the same bedrock. However, the gneiss, the schist, it's really not that visible. Whereas here, it is. So if we were to somehow look under the Grand Canyon, we would pretty much find the same type of bedrock that is present here. Quite neat to think about. But it is known, too, that peregrine falcons nest here, along with the American dipper. And so, it's understandable as to how this place got its designation as a national park. Pretty darn cool. Alright, you guys, take care. Journey on a Journey is onwards. See ya.